Hey guys, welcome back to this screencast, and I hope you've played around in the files and got it to look at as close as you can, and at the same time learn a lot in the process, as that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn some key concepts on HTML and CSS. All right, so now we're going to be working on the hero image, and for this case we're not going to bother with the navigations yet. We're just going to take one of the images, place it in there, and try to make it look as cool as possible, just to save some time. And we're going to put these buttons and navigation in when we're ready to do the JavaScript slider. For now, let's do our HTML markup. So we're going to put our main HTML tags. In here, we're going to put a section tag, and that section tag, we're going to give it an ID of hero. So let's put in a list element. Looking at Apple's code, I don't think they have it set up like this. I like to do it that way to keep it simple, that because we've worked with allies before in the menu, so hopefully you're on familiar grounds. We need to take a good look at what we have there. I know that this is not part of the picture and this is not part of the picture. It's only the watches that are part of the image. All right, so in this case I decided to, you know what, let's save the picture just so that I could show you how you would, if you were to put your own pictures, how you would use that in. I simply went here, right click, open it in a new tab, and all you need to do now is just save it, save image as, inside a folder. If you don't have an images folder yet, just create a new folder and just save it inside. I've already done it for 2 pictures so far, and just save that in and you're good to go. Okay, what do we need to do? So I've noticed in here that they have the gallery item here, and they have the gallery item content. So whenever they want content, they would put that there, and you could see the H1, how that's behaving, and that it's an image again. So we're going to do that same thing. We're just going to link to that image in this case, and then there's a home page headline which is down there. Okay, let's see how margin left 50%, and they pulled it back half of the width of that. So hopefully you guys understand the mathematics that they've done to get this in the center, where they've put it 50%, so they've pushed the entire thing 50%, right? And because they know the width is 148, if you divide it by 2 you get 74, and then they just pull it back half, so that keeps it dead center of the entire page, regardless of the width of the page. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we're going to put in an H1. We're going to give it a class of caption, and we're going to say it's the Apple Watch. So it's the Apple Watch's caption. And you could do the same thing by just putting the word Apple Watch, same way we did it with the search, where we take that and we hide it, or we make the text indent go all the way left. And right after that we've got a H2, right, caption, we just call it caption content, and we don't need the Apple Watch there. Okay, so we're going to also give this an ID and the class of, you know, hero item. Okay, and we're going to give this an ID of Apple Watch. Okay, each li sort of has its own style of, from what I've seen, its own background color, its own style. So we need to put that into consideration when we're going about this. Also, we need to put a div tag for class of watch img. Okay, so now that we have all of our HTML set up, we need to go ahead and reference those in our style sheet. So we'll take the first thing, Apple Watch. We'll paste that in, work a bit quicker. Apple Watch. So now we're just going to give it a background of F3, F3, F3. Okay, we're going to give it a height of 110%, and we're going to give it a width 100%. We're going to say position, we could put it absolute because the height 110% doesn't work on absolute. Okay. Alright, so since we have heading tags on there, heading tags come with their own margin and padding. So again, we're going to reset that, heading 1 and heading 2. We're going to reset that, so no padding and no margin. Okay, so you can still see it there, so no padding and margin. Great, let's move on to our Apple Watch image. So we're going to swap that here to that. We're going to go ahead and take that image. I'm going to go ahead and take that image. Oops, not this one. Go in here and take this image, copy link address as always, and we paste that in there. And what we're going to say, center. So great. Okay, so let's see what is that gonna produce. I keep doing that. Let's see what's that gonna produce. Okay, great. So we need to give it a background size of contain. Trying to contain it in there. Let's see what that does. Great, fits perfectly. So we need to give it our little trickery there where we say position, and we're going to say again left 50% and margin minus 74 pixels, or you could have just made it margin auto. Margin left, because now it's went up. So let's see, what did they make the top be? Let's have a look, and we're gonna have a look here. So the top is 14%. So we're gonna bring the top down 14%. Okay, so I keep doing that. Great. Okay, we also need to do our little text indent at minus 999 so that we could see our image clearly. Great. I watch series 2, and we have to do the same thing for the caption content. Caption content in I need to tell it to display block as well, just to prevent any problems. Bottom 12%, going to say text align. I'm going to center it. It's going to have a width of 100%. Okay. And again. Right. Okay, so it's 12% of its main parent container, which is 110%. Okay. This is subject to change, but we will work on that one at the end of the tutorial. Okay, so let's speed up things a little bit. The watch image is quite important now. We need to pop that in. Okay, so let's just okay, so as promised, let me show you how we go about putting the image, just in case you didn't know. So we're gonna put it center, and we're gonna see a background size, and we're gonna say contain again. Okay, so the 2 dots is because this file is inside of a CSS folder. So we need to get out of the CSS folder in order to access the images folder. If you take these out, it will try to look for the images folder inside of the CSS folder. So hope it doesn't confuse you too much. So we need to put in a width for this one and a height of 100%. Display block, display block. Great. Okay, so I haven't put .jpeg, and I haven't specified that I don't want the background to repeat, so you want to put background no repeat. That is okay. So here we go. And we just need to modify this a little bit. Font weight, we need to make it 100, and we need to say font size needs to be, by the looks of it, it looks about 30 pixels. Also, the color is black. I'm gonna put black for now and be a bit, we're gonna nitpick it in a bit, because they don't really use black. Like, I don't think that's black. I think it's all like a dark gray. So let's take a look at what we got here. The font weight is 200. Letter spacing, there's no letter spacing. It's 42. Almost had it. Okay, so let's take a look at the color. You see, most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, the color will be that 333 gray. So let's just change that. Yeah, and with our new info, we're going to put 42 here. And I also saw a margin top of 15 pixels. Okay, so, and it says introducing series 2. Okay, so introducing series 2. Alright guys, that would conclude this video tutorial, and it's probably gone on for way too long, but I hope you guys understood exactly what we've done in this video. If you have any problems, just let me know. Drop a comment in the section below, or you could just reach me directly. On the next tutorial, we're going to look at these 4 columns, and then the one after, we're going to look at the footer to conclude. And then we're going to go into some JavaScript, adding some fun to our project. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.